Welcome guys. As you guys know that we are making PC builds, right, at a particular price point. This video is about a PC that will cost you 75,000 rupees Indian currency around mid-July. Not exactly mid-July, October 2015. Let the intros roll. I'll get straight into it. This is an Intel Nvidia build. Now, before you guys fire me for not choosing the latest 6th generation Skylake processors, I like to explain why. 75,000 in India is a tight budget because everything in India costs a little bit more. That's why I've gone with the Haswell Refresh Devil's Canyon processor, an i5 processor with a Z97 motherboard. The reason being, if you go for a Skylake, not only will the processors cost more, even the RAM modules will cost more because as you know, the Z170 chipset supports DDR4 memory and the price of DDR4 memory in India is pretty steep. Let's start with the build right away. Firstly is the CPU. I suggest an i5-4690K, an unlock processor that every overclocker and gaming enthusiast will love. Next up is something to keep that monster cool. It is the Cooler Master CPU cooler, the trustworthy Hyper 212X. It is an awesome air cooler, and let me tell you guys, you'll immediately see the difference when you swap out the stock cooler and put in this cooler. Next is the motherboard. The motherboard that I suggest is a MSI Z97 Gaming 3. You can also go with an ASUS Z97A motherboard. That is also an amazing alternative. I like the ASUS UEFI more than MSI, but both the options are open for you. And I'm not suggesting that MSI is bad. Both have awesome BIOS. UEFI BIOS. It's quite a mouthful. Anyway, the RAM. Kingston Fury memory, 8GB of DDR3 1866 MHz CL10 CAS latency 10. Check out our video right over here on RAM. You'll get to know why do you need to buy a lower latency and a higher, FSD RAM. Next, this is an important part. SSD, solid state drive. Most of you will skip out on this. Do not. Because if you have a lightning fast computer, it needs to have lightning fast memory. So install your operating system and the most used applications like suppose Microsoft Office on the SSD guys. That will make your PC even faster. So the SSD suggested is a cheap one but an awesome one. Kingston V300 SSD now, 120GB SATA 3 2.5 solid state drive. The next one is the HDD, the hard disk. I'd ask you to go with a WD Blue 1TB. But if you want to cross the 75K, okay, I can suggest you another awesome hard drive, that is the WD Black 2TB. That's up to you. For this budget, 75,000 strictly, WD Blue 1TB is awesome. The case that I have suggested is Cooler Master Force 500. Then again, you can choose your case. Let's keep the case out of this. It's just a suggestion. If you want to consider it, or go for a better case. The PSU, another very important part, guys. The power supply feeds your computer all the components with the juice. So make sure you do not skimp out on this one. The one that I suggested over here is a Corsair VS Series 550. You can also go for an RM750 if you want to, because an RM750 is also an awesome power supply. Though a 550 will do, or you can go for a higher one. The graphic card suggested for this particular rig is a GTX 970, guys. That is a monster, let me tell you. And go for any alternative that you want to go for, ASUS Strix, MSI Gaming 4G, anyone. That beast can overclock and it can rival GTX 980s, guys. So this rig should let you play all games maxed out at 1080p and should let you enter into the territory of 1440p gaming, because this beast of a computer will run any game smoothly, I assure you guys. On that note, if you like this video, like this video. If you did not like it, dislike it, that's cool. But let us know why did you dislike it in the comments. Also guys, let us know what new videos can we make for you. And lastly, but most importantly, subscribe to our channel as that helps us out a lot, guys. Over and out.